How's it going? Welcome to the Mirror series, where I just ask myself some honest questions and I'll give some honest answers. Now, I haven't seen these questions ahead of time, so I don't know. Okay, I cheated on this first one, but now you're going to miss the true reaction, but it's a good question. As I'm going to talk, I'm going to try out this new burger from McDonald's called the Big Arch. I asked the lady if a Big Mac was better. She stalled on her answer and she said, I think it's a preference. So I gave her credit and I said, ooh, good one, good answer. She couldn't tell me if it was better than a Big Mac, but see how it goes. Okay. Similar, different. Definitely not a Big Mac, but still good. Episode 1, 5 questions with the mirror. Today, it's going to be about peace. Question number 1. What in your life currently disturbs your peace the most? There are a lot of things that disturb my peace. At this point, I think it's very hard to pinpoint one thing, but it has to be overall, over anything, accountability. I am so tired of listening to all the people around me, okay, not all, but a good majority complain about how their life isn't going a certain way, or this or that, or why is this happening to me, or yada yada yada, why am I like this, or the world made me this way, blah blah blah. And honestly, it just makes me sick to my stomach. It's like most of your complaints are about accountability. If you understood that your actions affect your now, your future, all of your moments in the past, you wouldn't be here. It's really a mind shift. Once you start thinking better or happier or less negative, things change. Or at least your perspective changes so that you don't focus on it so much and you realize there's just so many good things on this world, in this lifetime, that we're so lucky to be experiencing right now. And you just throw it all away because you want to spend most of the time complaining. And really, the complaints are about accountability because you have the power to change it. You really do. This question I didn't see ahead of time. Why do you allow that situation to remain in your life? Ooh, good question. Because I can't change it. I'm always going to be surrounded by these people. Whether it's in my personal life, if it's my neighbor, it's work, I won't be able to change their perspective. But I can control mine. I can remove myself from the situation. Once they start going off on a rant about how terrible everything is and woe is me, blah, 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 I can leave the room. Or I can speak up with respect and ask the right questions, or at least questions to help elevate their thought process to be like, oh, well, maybe there is a different approach to this. Maybe there is a way to change what's happening. But I just don't want to feed into it. I'm not that type of person to want to add to somebody's victim card, because that's like a thing. Like it's a thing around here, like everywhere. And it doesn't matter what age you are, because somehow some people don't shake it off. And it's mind-blowing to me. Question number 3. Are you protecting someone else's comfort more than your own peace? I want to say in my younger years, yes. But now, at the age of 40, I don't know if I'm in my villain era, but I am willing to speak my mind because I'm just over it. There's been a lot of people in my life that speak, but they don't care who they hurt with their words. And that's different. And people cover that up with saying, oh, but that's who I am. I'm honest. This is how we should be. There's a difference. Your honesty, you're turning it into a weapon. And then you're saying, "Oh, but it's honesty." No, it's not. You don't know how to control your emotions. You don't know how to carry yourself in a situation where you're upset, and you want to say the most hurtful things because you think it's honest. That ain't honest. That's selfish. That's messed up. That's rude. That's all of the above. And I don't want to have people like that in my life. I don't think that's healthy. And also, we allow people to do that. They think it's okay. And then suddenly, 2 seconds later, they want to be buddy buddy and friends. I don't get that. I don't see how that's a healthy friendship or relationship or love situation. It just blows my mind. So, no, at this age, I'm not protecting someone else's comfort. I will gladly speak up uh, so that I can save my peace. Question 4. What boundary might restore that peace? I think I pretty much covered it in the last question. I'm saying what I need to say to the people around me in a respectful way. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. But speaking up is setting a boundary. I'm allowing myself to not absorb their negative energy, their negative thoughts, their negative patterns, because I'm speaking up to help break that. Or I just get up and walk away. Easy. It really is that easy. I really wanted a Big Mac. And so now that I got something else, it's not fulfilling that Big Mac craving. I wanted to try something new. I don't regret it. But ooh, do I wish it was a Big Mac. Question number 5. What are you afraid? No. If I could read. What are you no. And what are you afraid? Okay. What are you afraid would happen if you actually set it? Set the boundary? Okay, this question, I don't know. Don't make no sense. I think in my younger years, because I would not set boundaries, I would have all of these thoughts. But now, as an adult, as an older adult in his 40s, as an older adult in my 40s, I'm not afraid. I think for the first time ever, I'm not afraid of speaking my mind. Again, respectfully and being direct, there's a way to do it. Not just flat out say some dumb shit and be like, well, I'm honest. That's what you get. That's the most annoying thing that I've heard in these last like 10 years of my life, that I'm just like, and you think it's normal? I'm finally setting the boundaries with the people around me that I think need to understand that I don't want to fall into their pattern process, and I will not allow it to happen around me. So either I take myself away from the situation, or I cut the conversation out, or I'm going to ask you, or that person, I'm going to ask them the questions that they may not want to be asked. Anyway, I hope that made sense. My vote is for a Big Mac still. Thank you for watching. I'm Rambo. I'll catch you in the comments. Tell me what in your life currently disturbs your peace the most. And is there something that you could do about it? Is there something that stops you from doing something in order for it to change? Let me know. I'll check you out in the comments. Thank you.